Hi everyone, this video is to demonstrate NetSuite custom entity functionalities and how AgilePoint is integrated with NetSuite. In order to integrate AgilePoint with NetSuite, we have to create an access token. For this, navigate to Manage Center. Under App Builder, click on Global Access Token. Here, click on Add Token. Select NetSuite. Here, provide the token name. Provide the username, password, account ID. You can also provide application ID if necessary. Once done, click on Test Connection. Once the connection is successful, click on Done. So this successfully creates your global access token. Now, let us see how to create custom entities in NetSuite portal. Navigate to NetSuite portal. Here, navigate to Customization. List records and fields. Record types and click on New. Here, provide the entity name. Then click on Links. Here we are selecting a path where a custom entity should be visible. I have selected Classic Center as a center and List in section, and then save the changes. Now our custom entity has been created with ID custom record 734 and internal ID as 734. Now let me show how to add new fields to custom entities. Click on New Field. Provide the field name. And click on Save. Similarly, I have added 4 more fields to our custom entity, that is first name, last name, email and address. Now save. In order to check where the custom entities are displayed, navigate to List, Custom. Here you can find our demo custom entity. In this page, we can add records to custom entity. Now I'll show you how to insert, update, delete and query the custom entity records through our AgilePoint NX activities. Now let me navigate to App Builder. So here I have created a sample process in order to demonstrate these. Let us go to the configurations of each activity. Create record. This activity is used to create an entity record in NetSuite. Click on Next. This activity supports both standard and custom entities. Let us go to the configuration. Here I have selected NetSuite Access Token. In this demo, I will be using custom records. I have selected custom entity demo as my entity. In order to pass the record display name, I have made use of a form variable. Let us now configure request mapping to provide column details. Once the mapping is done, click on Back. Next, click on Response tab. Here I will be making use of a custom attribute in order to store the record internal ID. Once done, click on Finish. Next, let us go through Update Record activity. This activity is used to change an entity record in NetSuite, and this supports both standard and custom entities. So here I have selected NetSuite Access Token, I have selected custom record types, and I have selected custom entity demo as my entity. In order to update the records, we have to provide the record internal ID, for which I will be passing a form variable. Next, let us go to the request mapping. Here I have mapped the phone number and address in order to update these two records. Once done, click on Back. Next, let us go to Response tab. Here I have passed a form variable in order to store the updated record internal ID. Once done, click on Finish. Next, let us go through query record activity. This activity is used to make a query to an entity record from NetSuite. Here we can query both standard and custom entity records. I have selected a global access token, I have selected custom record types, and I have selected custom entity demo as my entity. Here in the column tab, select the column which you want to see in output. Next, click on Where. Here I will be retrieving information which contains address as Bangalore. Save the query. Click on Output Mapping. So here I'll be storing the output column details in these form fields. Once the mapping is done, click on Back. Next, let us go to Test tab. In NetSuite portal, I have a record with address as Bangalore. So I will be retrieving this record information. Click on Execute Query. Click on View Formatted Data. So here you can observe that the record information has been retrieved. Click on Finish. Now let us go to Delete Record Configuration. This activity deletes an entity record from NetSuite. We can delete both standard and custom entity records. Here I have selected a global access token. I have selected custom record types. I have selected custom entity demo as my entity. In order to delete the record, we have to provide record internal ID. So I have used a form field in order to pass the ID. Once done, click on Finish. Now let us save and publish the application. Let me now initiate the process. Here I want to create a new record with record display name as demo record. I have provided the first name, last name, phone, email, and the address. Next, I will update an existing record. That is, I will change the address and phone number. For this, I will be passing the record internal ID for which you want to make changes. Coming to query records, I have made use of these form fields in order to store the record information. Next, coming to delete record, I am passing record internal ID to delete the record. Once done, submit the form. Now, let us check in the portal. Let's refresh the page. So here you can observe that a new record, that is demo record with internal ID 301 has been created. So here you can observe that the record has been created with the provided details. Let us view the process. Here you can see that update record activity has been completed. So let's check the record. So here you can see that the address and contact number has been updated. Next, in the process you can see that query records activity has been completed, wherein we are querying record whose address is Bangalore. To check the query data, let us now view our form. So here you can see the results that the record with address as Bangalore has been queried. Submit the form. Next, in the process you can see that delete record activity has been completed. Let us check in the portal. So here you can observe that the record with internal ID 201 has been deleted. So this is how our NetSuite Agile Activities supports NetSuite custom entities. Thank you.